So, baby, how you been feeling lately?
I've been feeling amazing.
Yeah,
Absolutely amazing. Stress free. Just life is good.
I love it. I love it. Tell me about it.
Well, life is good because this past week we got completely out of debt.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it was like a weight has been taken off of us.
Okay.
Yeah. Like, I feel like you don't really realize how much that kind of stuff weighs on you until you don't have it any longer.
Mm-hmm.
And you're like, dang, like it really was heavy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's nice to be on the other side.
I know that's real.
Yeah.
Especially after all the stuff, that we've been through before.
Mm-hmm.
So being able to be in this more relaxed space is definitely, a weight off.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just a freaking weight off.
Yes.
And so I'm definitely glad to be over on this side. And I'm glad to see you, feeling more relaxed and like you can breathe more and stuff like that. So yeah, man, I'm loving that. I'm loving that.
I just think it's dope that we worked towards a thing and we made it happen together.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't like my debt and your debt. It's just like, okay, we have this situation we have going on and let's just be strategic in how we go about it together.
For sure.
And work towards that. And then this week it was like, oh shit, it's real.
Yeah.
So yeah, I love that we were able to work together on it.
Yeah. And I know that since we've been through so much, over the past like couple years, sometimes you can really like lose sight of like parts of yourself that were probably like really just hidden because you had so much stress and pressure on you. Like I feel like lately, like I've been able to think way more about our vision for the future and the stuff that we want to do after baby's gone. And like just some of the things that we want to try creatively and all of these things. And sometimes when your life is so stressed and you got so much going on, even the fact that we've been talking more about like hobbies and things that we want to get into or whatever, like we've been able to think about those things from such a freed up mental space without having to think about like the weight of finances behind it. And that's been like a joy, you know what I mean? Like a real joy to just be able to acknowledge the fact that there's so many other parts of us now that we can explore with less baggage, dragging behind it, or just mental and emotional weight in general, So like, man, just being able to have that and just seeing that that's a place that we get to be in right now, man, I'm grateful.
Yeah, I think it's so dope how we've been so intentional about like budgeting and stuff like that. And now teaching baby how to budget as well. Like you putting money in her account and her learning how to like, okay, if you want this thing, you need to save this much. Like if you want to do this luxury or have this luxury item, you need to save. So teaching her how to save and to budget so she doesn't have to try to figure things out the way we did when we first got into the world, because we made a lot of mistakes at 18 until you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I think it's dope. I think it's dope that she's getting to learn that type of stuff in the safety of her parents and us guiding her. So when she does get into the world, she'll already have an understanding of how money works.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm grateful for that.
With everything, that we've been able to do like the past couple of weeks or whatever, like in the growth that we've had, like financially and all of that stuff and just handling business, how has that impacted you like mentally and emotionally? How has that actually like impacted you in a real way? Do you feel
I feel like I've been able to really, this might sound crazy. I experience life differently. Like things that used to be like super annoying or I feel like was super inconvenient for me, like is no longer an issue anymore.
Yeah.
Like you don't realize there's stuff in the background of your, I don't know, I guess day-to-day life that's making things more stressful than they actually should be.
Yeah.
So now realizing that certain inconveniences, they not really that inconvenient. Like it's really not that big of an issue because I don't have anything else that's like weighing me down where I'm thinking about like, okay, like I got to think about this first, think about that. It's like, no, like shit happens.
Yeah.
and it's no longer like a bigger issue than it needs to be. Does that make sense? Like, okay, like for example, I'll give an example for the listeners. Like baby girl randomly was like, "Mom, you need to take me to school on whatever day," and I already had stuff planned. And I'm like, "Okay, I had to be here at this time, blah blah blah." But when she popped up with that, usually I would be kind of annoyed because I'm like, "Why you wait and tell me now? Like you could have told me this before." Like, but this time it was just like, "Okay, well I'll move my things around, I'll take you to school." Like, it wasn't like. Either way, I was going to move things around to take her to school regardless. Yeah. But it's the fact that I was not annoyed by the fact that I had to move things around to take her to school. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So it's just like the little things that no longer irritated me. It's just like, that no longer irritate me because of, the freedom we have now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought about that same thing yesterday, and I thought about it like days before. Like you said, for the listeners, for y'all to just kind of get some context.
Yeah.
I've never liked shopping.
Yeah.
Well, no. I want to take it back. I haven't liked shopping and just going out and doing stuff like that for a lot of years.
Right.
There was a phase of my life, early on, like when I was fresh out of, mom's house and whatnot, I went through my pretty boy Tron era.
Boy Tron.
Man, but like shopping and all of that was just like my stuff.
Yeah.
But eventually, all of that like went away, and I thought like that wasn't really a thing. Like I'm still don't imagine myself to be like a shopper. But what I mean is like, because I would get so annoyed being in the crowds, waiting in lines, doing all of the stuff, like for whatever reason, it was just like mentally, emotion just draining, seeing people moving around like with what seems like no real purpose or whatever. Like I didn't find joy in it. But people just being people, and like not everything needs to be like this rushed event or where you need to be moving fast and all of this stuff, right? And so since we've gotten to this state now of being, more freed up and, a lot of financial weight is off and all of this stuff, I realized I get so much joy in like being able to take it slow. And like when we go out and we were shopping and stuff like that the other day, I'm like, man, I ain't annoyed. I didn't, had to move out of some people's way, while they were trying to get the stuff and maneuver. We were buying stuff. We went into the freaking dressing room and tried on little outfits and stuff like that. And it was like, even with all these people around, I wasn't even, they were there, but I wasn't even aware. It was like, it was just like me and you. And I'm like, man, like we just kind of floating around, just taking our time, doing whatever. Yeah. It's like, I didn't even realize that there were things in my life that I can enjoy so much better once I don't have the weight of old concerns. Like me wondering, how much is this going to cost? Or we need to hurry up and do XYZ thing or whatever. So that way we can move on or whatever. Or thinking about like how bothered and frustrated I am, dealing with other people and all of this stuff. Like you don't think that it has that much of an impact on you until certain things start to fall off and you realize that it weighed on you more than what you thought.
That part.
And like that, I don't know, like that really was like eye-opening for me yesterday. The fact that we've done and shooting, it's really just been like the last like couple weeks.
Yeah.
I've been realizing that things that really used to annoy me, especially going out like socially, like just I haven't even thought about it.
Right. Yeah.
And I'm like, man. And I don't even know if I credit it all to, us paying off debt and all of that stuff. I also think like, well, maybe so.
Yeah.
Maybe because our relationship is definitely picked up in terms of how emotionally connected we've been, like how into each other, all of these things as well. And so maybe enjoying that at this newer elevated level has made some of those other things more enjoyable too. So maybe it's been a domino effect.
I think that's exactly what it has been. I think like our already enjoyable moments have elevated.
Yeah.
It has become way more intense. Like how we love each other has been way more intense. How we do what we do has been way more intense. You feel me? So it's like, yeah, I agree. Like, it's just like, you don't again, like you said, you don't realize how much certain stuff is like weighing you down, like mistakes of your past, and like you still trying to like fix some shit that you had did before, like together, like, and trying to make sure everything works out the way that it should be. And then like you finally see like the fruits of your labor, and you like,
Just breathe.
like, wow, like we did that.
Mm-hmm.
Now we can move on to this next phase of building. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I definitely agree with things have been way more, like the enjoyable moments have been intensified, and even the stressful moments are less stressful because it's all good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's just all good.
Man, I didn't realize how much, man, that really carrying financial like stress and debt and all of these things, how much of a magnifier it is. You know, man, it's like I've always heard, you know, like that money doesn't make you, it doesn't change you. It just makes you more of what you already are. Like I've always like heard that, right? And so as I've thought about, you know, like us becoming, you know, more financially stable and abundant and things like that, that is such a joy for me to realize, like, man, you know what? We are naturally way more peaceful, more generous, more kind, more present, and all of these things or whatever. The more that we're expanding, like, I don't feel like I want more from the world than what I'm also willing to like give out and things like that too. And so like just seeing that I'm enjoying who we become as we become more abundant and all of those things or whatever. So like that's been one of those things that I didn't know how important it would be for me to be able to like realize that and like see that. And that part is like, it's one of those joys that you don't see coming.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, we really have done this work on ourselves.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like we really put this work in on our character and being people who we're proud of and all of these things. And now we're in this state where we get to enjoy ourselves that much more now. You know, and like you said, keep growing into the next phase of life and the things that we want to do now, knowing that we're doing it in a way to where we're still being intentional about our partnership and the things that we're doing and how we're pouring into our marriage and each other and like reflecting on those things and becoming more expansive, more aware of how we're being individually and together. And I'm like, bro, this really is us. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not, a lot of people get online, man, and they put on this facade and all of these things, right? But as I get to see the fruits of what our relationship is producing and our marriage is producing, I'm like, bro, we really everything that we say.
Absolutely.
And I love that.
Yeah.
Like, and it ain't like I haven't always known that. But when you start to just when you pay more attention to the actual fruits of seeing that, it just makes it that much more real, especially as we're elevating to new levels that we haven't been to before.
Right.
It's like, boom, we just leveled up. And we are everything that we say that we are.
Right.
And have been. And we only getting better. You know what I mean?
Only want to be more helpful. Only want to serve our purposes more. Like we are who we say we are.
Yeah. Like, and it's dope to realize that. Like that you're not like putting on for nobody else. It's like, no, man, like, and when we say we are who we say we are, it's because we've actually written this type of stuff down.
Yes.
We've talked about the type of people that we want to be for ourselves and for our marriage. And to see that we actually are those people and are becoming those people. And now, shoot, it's about time to write down like, hey, what this next version about to be?
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? So it's not about anybody outside of us, and just being able to realize that all that we've been working on is paying itself off. And man, I'm hyped.
Yeah, and we're doing so much good with that too. It's not just like for us. Yeah. It's for baby. It's for the people that we want to serve and people we want to help. The marriages we want to help, you know, so it's just dope to be here. Yeah. It really is. I'm so proud of us. I'm so proud of of who we are, who we're becoming, what we want to do, the vision we have. So proud. It's crazy because I if you would have told me we would have been here 2 years ago, 5 years ago, I'm like, what?
Yeah.
There's no way. So it's beautiful to be here. And I ain't gonna get emotional about it, so I'm just
I mean, because like we've had our plans, man, but sometimes, the plans that we have, get interrupted by an even better plan. And we've been fortunate enough to experience both sides of that.
Yeah.
Our plans working out and the better plans, and the ones that we thought was going to work out that didn't. You know what I mean? And something better end up being there. But like through all of this, like I'm so grateful to know that we've stayed the course, and that we've continued to just like work on being the best versions of us that we can be, and like not half-assing it.
Right.
And like it's still so many things, that we're still working toward, but that's the thing, like we're working toward it. And like this is only the beginning, because there's so much more that we want to do, to be able to serve, the listeners, the audience, the people that we call to serve, and just shoot us and our marriage and what we want to do for baby girl, the memories we want to make, and just knowing that not only are we capable, but we're actively out here putting in the reps every single day to allow that to be able to plant those seeds so that way they can grow into what they're supposed to be. And like, man, I'm just so excited because it's like now we're seeing more of what our efforts have produced. And I'm like, bro, this is only the beginning.
It is.
It's only the beginning. And for everybody that's listening, because I know we're talking a whole lot of us, but the bigger part here, man, is just the importance of like teamwork and alignment and like shared vision and knowing that you're doing this thing with somebody who wants the outcome that you desire for yourselves and for your marriage just as bad as you do.
Right.
Like we've been working towards, all of these goals that we have together for forever. And the more clarity we've gotten at those things or around those things, the more we've been able to show up for each other and been able to help each other. And like, even when things have gotten difficult to where, sometimes you can get down on yourself because things not working out the way that you want them to. Or realizing, that some things are going to be more difficult than what you expect, whatever, man. Like when you're going through these seasons of life where you're growing and you're putting in the reps and you're just trying to figure stuff out either together or individually, like it's so much value in having somebody who can be there with you and going through those things and helping you navigate them, knowing that you're not in them alone and that you can lean on each other and like get through whatever that is.
Right.
And like, we've been doing that together for so long. And like now to finally be here and just see what that teamwork has done for our marriage and our relationship is like amazing. It's like, boom, we got to a point where now we paying off debts, I'm taking over more of the total financial responsibility of like maintaining our household and the stuff that you've been doing to like amplify our household and our home. And like with baby girl, like now it's like an even more magnified version of our partnership. And now just seeing what that's done for us.
Right.
I'm like, man, this is crazy.
Right.
It's like our partnership has multiplied.
Yes.
Our romance, our intimacy, like our connectedness, all of this stuff from the work that we did together and navigating through all of that, being on the other side of that, like the fruits that we're seeing in our relationship, this the payoff.
Yes.
You know what I mean? We're seeing all of that now. And this is only for this phase.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, this is only for like this phase of our journey together. Like, we still got so much more life to live, so much more to grow through. And we're doing it together.
Yes.
Like, all of this stuff, man, we're doing it together. And we're not thinking solely about, us individually. We're taking care of ourselves individually.
Of course.
But like, we all we got, man. Like, we out here making this thing happen for us.
Yes.
Because truth be told.
Okay.
Truth be told, nobody cares if we win or lose.
Yeah.
More than we do.
Right. Right.
We could be freaking multi-millionaires tomorrow and nobody would care at all.
Right.
Or completely broke and nobody would care at all.
Mm-hmm.
So we may as well set our intentions on what we want, pursue that thing with all of our might, and make sure that who we're becoming is somebody that we're happy with.
Come on.
And that we're proud of ourselves, because at the end of the day, we are the only ones that are going to live and experience our lives together and who will care at all about whatever outcome we have. Nobody else will care.
Absolutely.
Even eventually our baby girl is going to go off and she's going to have to do her own thing, but nobody will care about what happens more than we will.
Right.
Because we're the ones living in it.
Exactly.
May as well be intentional about it.
Mm-hmm.
And here we are.
Here we are.
I hope y'all got some value out of that.
Me too.
Yeah, because I know
Yeah,
it did
it's
go
good.
a couple of different directions.
It's
But
good though.
yeah, man, I hope y'all got some value and something you can use out of that. But man, before we wrap this up, anything else you want to share, baby? How you?
No.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm sure.
You
It's
sure? You
good.
sure?
Yeah, I'm kind of hungry.
Yeah, me too, man.
Okay.
Yeah, we gonna slide. Hey, but hopefully, man, you guys have gotten some real value out of this, because we definitely enjoy, sharing our life updates and moments and stuff like that. And man, eventually one day this show is gonna transform to where we on the move and we can show y'all some of the stuff that we doing as it's happening. We're gonna go into like a vlog style or something, but like being more immersed in our life and just seeing some of these things happen as they happen. We're gonna figure that out.
Yeah.
But the elevation of the show, man, it's on the way. It's coming. Can't tell you when, but it is coming. We're gonna figure it out. But thank y'all so much, man, for just being here with us and following us along our journey, the things that we're learning, things we're growing through, and all of that good stuff. So until next time, family, my name is John Tron. This is my beautiful queen,
Adoria.
and we are one dope couple. And until next time, peace and love.